How is the blood pressure?
Several hours before dawn on December 2nd, 1982, surgeons at the University of Utah Medical Center electrified the world. They had replaced the natural heart of a native Utahn with a mechanical device made of polyurethane and steel. Just 6 months earlier, 11 kidney dialysis patients from across the United States made medical history when they rafted down the Colorado River through the Grand Canyon in a unique university program called Dialysis in Wonderland. Utah pioneers who had a reverence for learning laid the foundation for these dramatic accomplishments in February of 1850, when they established a university less than 3 years after they settled the Salt Lake Valley. By the turn of the century, the University of Utah had found a permanent home on the rolling foothills of the Wasatch Mountain Range overlooking the valley. At the end of World War II, this modest-sized, reasonably well-balanced teaching college had a research budget of $123,000. Yet research is the lifeblood of a strong academic institution. And today, the university attracts nearly $70 million in research funds. The university also plays a pivotal role in the state's vitality and economy, employing 13,000 faculty and staff. Its total budget is about $307 million, but only 30% comes from state appropriations. The University of Utah is a formidable education and research institution, a vibrant community in itself that is shaping the future of the state, your future. The 1,500-acre campus, punctuated by flowering malls, fountains, and plazas, is also home to the University Health Sciences Center. This regional referral hospital, with a substantial research budget, serves 3.5 million people in Utah and in the Intermountain West. The oldest state university west of the Missouri River, Utah ranks 22nd in funding dollars among public institutions nationally for academic research. Of the $70 million in research grants and contracts, 90% is in the hard sciences and biomedical fields. Faculty research generates about $15 million in state and local taxes each year. Utah's faculty provide an intellectual nucleus where ideas flourish. This environment has directly spawned innovative, scientifically based, high-technology companies, most of them located in the University of Utah Research Park or the Salt Lake Valley. Among those new enterprises are the Utah Innovation Center, helping young entrepreneurs with good ideas build thriving businesses. An example is Axonics Corporation, which manufactures support systems for portable and desktop computers. Vascular International manufactures tiny artificial blood vessels made of a new flexible polyurethane material that replaces those lost to injury or disease. Motion Control builds an artificial arm developed at the university. The electronically controlled Utah arm is light years ahead of standard artificial limbs and moves when the patient feels the desire to use it. And Symbion Incorporated, formerly Colf Medical, manufactures Jarvik 7 artificial hearts, and InnerAid, an artificial hearing system for totally deaf people who may one day be able to carry on normal conversations. While the monetary side benefits of research are important, much of the effort is helping determine the technological and economic trends of tomorrow. Diverse research into recovering and upgrading synthetic fuels has gained distinction.
The situation regarding synthetic fuels development in the U.S. is all but killed. This came about because of the glut of oil that everyone is familiar with. However, the University of Utah is fortunate in that we are receiving continuing funding from the Department of Energy and the state of Utah for our coal liquefaction and our work in tar sands. The tar sand work at the University of Utah is at a point that it's ready for commercial demonstration. And with the revival of the Synfuels Corporation recently, I think it's very likely that we'll see at least one commercial demonstration of the recovery of tar sand bitumen in the state of Utah in the relatively near future. Long range, the state of Utah will see a lot of synfuels development because of our large resources of coal, tar sands, and oil shale.
A unique cosmic ray detector in Utah's desert called Fly's Eye scans the heavens on dark nights, recording data on millionth of a second particle showers that bombard the Earth's atmosphere. The information may one day support or contradict the Big Bang theory of the origin of the universe. The Center for Human Toxicology provides highly sophisticated analytical services to law enforcement agencies and is respected worldwide for its research into the effects of drugs on driving ability and fatal accidents. Ingenious research into the new computer-aided design and computer-aided manufacturing system is without peer.
Very much like a true helicopter. In this laboratory, about 15 people are working together, consisting of faculty, staff, and students, to try to change the way industry does design and manufacture of mechanical parts. In particular, our goal is to bring the computer very intimately into the design process, into the conceptual, the preliminary, and the detail phases of the design, and then eventually to provide helpful information for the manufacturing stage.
Private industry benefits from university research. Oil companies, for example, fund work on upgrading seismic explorations. Coal companies are interested in the role that certain catalysts play in liquefying coal. And biomedical companies are intrigued by tiny probes that will monitor many of the body's functions. The Health Science Center's genetics and population studies, what many physicians call the next medical frontier, are setting standards for others to follow. Doctors are pioneering a new generation of medical procedures and surgery techniques using sophisticated lasers. For the last 2 decades, doctors here have led the region in the field of renal transplantation, developing new surgical techniques and introducing new types of treatment for kidney patients. Among the nation's best academic graduate programs are computer science, mathematics, physics, geology and geophysics, and chemistry.